You were made for this. How Ephesians 2:10 transforms life and business. There's a moment when you step back, look at your life or business, and wonder, does this matter? Is there meaning in what I do? Am I on the right path? If you've asked those questions, you're not alone. And thankfully, you're not left without answers. There's a verse that cuts through the noise and brings you back to the bedrock of your purpose. Ephesians 2:10, NIV. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do. Let's open this up together, not just to understand it, but to live it. Because when you know what this means, it changes the way you show up in life and business. You are a masterpiece with a mission. Let's get this straight. You weren't mass-produced. You're not a copy, a knockoff, or a close enough. You're a masterpiece. The Greek word for handiwork in this verse is poiema, from which we get the word poem. You are God's original artwork. That means your unique personality, your quirks, your strengths, your ideas. They're not random. They're designed. And not only that, but you were created in Christ, which means you've been made new. New identity, new heart, new purpose. The old you might have chased approval or compared your lane to others. The new you walk in with a purpose that was prepared in advance. Now, if that doesn't blow your mind, check your pulse. Business isn't separate from calling. It's sacred ground. If you're in business, entrepreneurship, marketing, or leadership, don't you dare think your work is less spiritual. If God handcrafted you and called you to do good works, that includes how you lead teams, close deals, write content, build solutions, or coach clients, your business isn't just a revenue engine. It's a vehicle for impact, a stage to reflect God's excellence, and a field to cultivate meaningful relationships. And when you see your work that way, you don't just grind, you grow. You lead with integrity, serve with humility, and innovate with eternity in mind. Remember Philippians 2:13? It is God who works in you to will and to act according to His good purpose. He's not just giving you ideas. He's putting the desire in your heart and the power in your hands. Why this matters more than ever. This truth anchors us in a world obsessed with hustle, status, and likes. We're not what we do, but what we do flows from who we are. If you don't get that order right, you'll burn out chasing things that were never meant to define you. God invites you to partner with Him and step into the good works He planned long ago. That's not pressure, that's power. Because if God intended them, He'll also provide for them. This changes how you make decisions. You lead with clarity, not fear. Build teams. You champion people as image bearers, not just workers. Handle setbacks. You see failure as redirection, not rejection. Define success. You measure by faithfulness, not followers. How to activate this truth in real life. Now let's get practical, because understanding your purpose without action is like buying running shoes and never going for a run. 1. Reflect on what's been wired in you. God doesn't waste wiring. What gifts, passions, and experiences uniquely shape you? Journal them. Talk about them. Look for patterns. 2. Reframe your role. Whether you're a CEO, content creator, barista, or stay-at-home parent, your role is a platform for purpose. Ask, how can I reflect God's goodness here? 3. Reconnect to the source. Purpose isn't found in performance. It's found in presence. Get along with God. Read the Word. Pray. Listen. Let Him remind you who you are. 4. Respond with one bold step. What's one thing you feel nudged to start, stop, or shift? Don't wait for perfection. God doesn't need your perfection. He wants your participation. Final word. Your life and business are part of a bigger story. I want you to remember that your life and work are not separate stories. They're one masterpiece in progress. The God who shaped galaxies and carved oceans also wired you for this moment in history. You're not behind. You're not too much or too little. You're on assignment. And maybe today's the day you stop striving and start stepping into what's already been prepared for you. So ask yourself, what's the subsequent good work I was made to do? And am I ready to say yes? Now it's your turn. What calling is stirring in you right now? What shift are you making in your life or business to walk in the good works God planned? Let's walk it out together. Bold, humble, and on purpose.